Hello human beings. Welcome back to my channel once again. This is my first video after since 2021 began. And I am glad it is an underrated opinions video once again, but the title is a little different I guess. A lot of you guys still spam my comment sections with horrible words and opinions, which I have already warned you guys to respect my opinions, which clearly didn't work. I am reporting and blocking comments which are beyond disgusting with words, and I hope you guys don't do the same. These opinions are all from Reddit, Pinterest, and some are my personal opinions added in here. Feel free to comment your changes in my opinions and your personal underrated opinions as well. I also changed my channel's name to something different or K-pop related, so hope you guys don't get confused with my previous channel's name. I will link my underrated opinions playlist down in the description box. And of course, before we start, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell. Let's go. IZ*ONE's Japanese songs aren't good. Honestly speaking, their Japanese songs are quite average, and I don't they are good enough to be compared with their Korean tracks. I am huge IZ*ONE stan, but the truth needs to be spoken. They are not that good. I have tried listening to their Japanese tracks many times but failed to like them or add them to my playlist because it's not likable. I have seen stans hating their Korean songs alone, which I have no clue why, because all their Korean songs are such bops. Not to sound mean, but a group having 3 Japanese members isn't doing well with Japanese songs. Not that I dislike Japanese tracks from K-pop groups, I just expected a little more from IZ*ONE. I don't know. I am leader ally questioning myself, why did I expect when even Twice has 3 Japanese members, but for some reason I had high expectations from IZ*ONE for some reason. They just sound underwhelming and I just don't like any of their Japanese tracks. And of course their Korean tracks sound 100 times better than Japanese tracks. Yuta should have done the dance break and kick it. Oh my god, finally someone said it. I really wish now or then Yuta gets a center dance break, because he is such an talented and amazing dancer, but also an underrated dancer of NCT who needs to be praised for his dancing and visuals every damn minute. Like legit. Taeyong obviously slayed the dance break and kick it, but I personally think Yuta could have done the center in the dance break because Taeyong was already owning the era with his visuals and dancing. Yuri owned the peekaboo era, not Iron. I honestly couldn't agree more. Within Stan's sight, Iron is always gonna snatch and own each and every Red Velvet era because she gets the center all the damn time, and others 4 members don't always own the era of I Am Real here. I mean, are we forget her deadly visuals in every MV? I am gonna go ahead and say Yuri owned the peekaboo era. I mean, she did the iconic peekaboo move first, so yes, she owned it. Period. Daisy by Pentagon made me stan them. I'm honestly deserves so much more wins. Honestly, I think the same. I don't stan them officially yet, but I may in the future. I really liked Daisy, it was such a unique bop. I just hope stans would stop sleeping on them because of their masterpiece bops like Shine, Dr. Bebe, and of course Daisy. I didn't like this song much at first, but I don't know how I just got addicted. I literally listen to this song more than 10 times a day cause it's that good. And yes, they need more wins with this song. I would be so mad if they didn't win at all for this song, but I am glad they did. I wouldn't call them an underrated group, more like underappreciated in terms of vocals, rap, dancing, and of course visuals. I am really happy for them and how they grew a lot after this song. Stan and support Pentagon. That's that. I wish Everglow was popular because of the girls as much as their songs are. Same. I also wish the girls' personalities shined more, like talking to fans in V-Live or just having concerts. I don't even know the personality of my bias yet. There are quite a lot of their funny or cute compilation videos on YouTube I watch, but I am not sure why the girls are not popular like their tracks are. They also don't deserve hate for their songs. They really do deserve better as a group. They are so freaking talented and wholesome. I can't believe people are missing out on these girls. TXT's Minisode album is their best album so far. I mean, to be honest, this was one of the most accurate things I have seen so far from 2020. Everyone is gonna have different opinions and I totally respect it, but let's just admit this, they rocked this album totally. I didn't have much hype when this album was released, I just didn't expect much from a mini album. Not that all mini albums have less to offer, but this was their first mini album and I just didn't expect much as their other 3 chapter albums. But honestly, this album was the best album out of all their albums. Period. JYP artists got the best choreography in K-pop. Period. Clearly yes. Even though I know I can break attempting to dance any of JYP artists' choreographies, I still try because they are so iconic all the time. Take ITZY for example. Their dances are always masterpieces. Like Wannabe and Dalla Dalla. Same with Stray Kids, GOT7 and Twice and other JYP artists. Their dancing always fascinated me and I always end up attempting to dance their choreographies even though it looks really hard. Other K-pop apart from JYP also got great dances / choreos obviously, but JYP artists just stood out to me more and I guess a lot of us can agree on that. So I personally do prefer JYP Entertainment over any companies in terms of dancing. J-Hope is underappreciated as an artist, even though he is a member of the biggest boy band. Yes. I seriously love you for appreciating him for who he is as an artist. Honestly speaking, I think he and Jin are the most underrated members of BTS. Many ARMYs don't even notice that J-Hope also is one of the members with Jin to get least lines in many songs. That's sad. He deserves more than the fact he is a rapper in the biggest boy band of the world. Y'all are sleeping more on KARD's discography than on your own goddamn beds. Shake my head. I mean, whoever you are spitting facts. KARD is one those groups with such hard, creative and unique discographies with are so eye-catching and impressive to just watch. I wouldn't state KARD is slept by all. I listen to their tracks and they are just pure bops. But KARD still needs to be appreciated at the same time. If you wanna get into KARD, I would suggest you listening to Red Moon to get you started because that song is a masterpiece. Many stans don't like the style of KARD's music or the fact they are a KO-ed group. But it's not too late to stan them if you never heard their songs, and their discographies are even better. Y'all need to trust me on this one, lol. Out of 4 members in aespa, I always feel like Giselle is behind the others in popularity and presence. Hell yes. Also to note the fact we are talking about my current bias right now, lol. Giselle really caught my eye with voice and visuals when I watched their debut song Black Mamba. Not gonna lie, I was quite shook when I realized she is most underrated in aespa. I mean, I know every group has the least popular as sometime, but Giselle just such a full package. She's got that vocals, deep rap voice, dancing and of course her main charm being such a visual. aespa is already popular enough for people to praise her, but I hope they praise her for who she is apart being a member in the group. Stan aespa y'all and appreciate Giselle. If a K-pop song has a good meaning or a good message behind, doesn't seem meaning the song or music is good. Exactly. I am not saying that songs with great meaning or deep meaning are average songs or just bad in general. What needs to be let out is that not all songs with deep meanings are likable or amazing songs. It cannot be liked by all, and that's okay. Most of the songs with deep meaning or good meanings usually sound good, or in my perspective of how much good deep songs exist in K-pop. I don't really like the song The Untold Truth. The songs has such great meanings, but I don't like the song as a song. So it doesn't necessarily need to be a good song if it has an outstanding story behind it. I can't believe netizens were so hostile towards Shotaro at first. He is one of the best additions to NCT so far. Oh my god, I just wanted to kill the netizens for being so rude and mean to Shotaro, who is literally a baby to NCT, not to mention a new member to the group and the K-pop industry as a whole. The worst is for them to be mean to him for no damn reason. Showing hate towards NCT is different, and showing hate to a new member who didn't make his debut is different, so shallow and disgusting. They obviously have nothing better to do and completely failed in bringing the member down with the useless hate. We NCTzens are so proud of him to make such a successful debut, and the fact all his fancams are valued with much high views than most of the NCT members is so amazing. Shotaro indeed is one of the best additions to NCT, and I am so happy for this little bunny. People gotta stop sleeping on Red Velvet's B-sides, they're pure gold. I mean period. I truly believe Red Velvet's got the best B-sides from the whole SM Entertainment artists. I mean, it's completely my opinion. I also have to agree with the fact their B-sides are pure gold. I also jam to their B-sides, and it also results in putting me in a good mood. I mean, Red Velvet in general don't know what a bad comeback defines as. I am glad stans are appreciating Red Velvet's B-sides because it really needs to be appreciated so much. And yes, people need to stop sleeping on these incredible bops because they are that amazing. Side Effects was one of Stray Kids' best title tracks. Finally. I mean, finally someone agreed that Side Effects is a good song. I don't know why that song got mixed reviews, but I personally think this track was one of their best tracks. It was really unique and like something I have never heard in any K-pop genre of music. It felt oddly satisfying in my ears, lol. The beat drop was just chef's kiss and a pure masterpiece. I am quite sure they wrote the song and they must have also composed it like the geniuses they are. To be honest, I didn't really like the song very much in the beginning. But obviously I love Side Effects after listening multiple times. It is such a good song with an amazing choreography, and it needs to be appreciated more by stays and stans in general. Children under 16 should not debut. Before you start commenting anything regarding this in any negative way, hear me out, y'all. I mean, I am sure it's just not me who thinks children or minors shouldn't debut yet and still need training a bit longer than trainees who are 18 or plus. I personally think making a debut when you are still a child is quite messed up, and it just doesn't seem right in so many ways. It's just maturity, education, years of training when you are a literal 10-year-old, and fame. Many idols today I know like Jungkook, Yoona, Jisung, Felix, and IN from Stray Kids, and I don't know, the list goes on, from these idols being younger than 16 debuted, and I think it should be banned since fame can cause a lot of stress for a child, which I can't even imagine. There will obviously be a lot of haters even before you debut, because haters are haters and there's nothing the company can do about it. It can seem so frustrating, and you can lose a lot of patience training for many years just to debut when you are an adult, but it's for the best because you will be a lot more mature, and be done with education at the same time, can be well aware of hate and face them better than you being a child. I mean, yes, these people have entered the K-pop entertainment companies knowing they are young, knowing they are going to face all, but in the end it all comes to true and real talent and hard work that makes us like a certain idol. Tail from NCT is really attractive. I mean, are you wrong here? Other than speaking one of the best facts in NCT, I really wanna mention how underrated his visuals are. NCT has 23 beautiful men in the group, but I feel like visuals are least appreciated, but I am glad that y'all are appreciating his flawless visuals more now. ITZY isn't an all-visual group. I have already commented regarding this in my previous underrated opinions video, but I saw this in Pinterest while I was searching for underrated opinions. Hopefully I don't get attacked for this opinion, but the truth needs to be spoken, and this is just my opinion, so respect it please. I don't know why people are so whipped for them as visuals. These girls are honestly so good looking and beautiful, but I don't think they fit the standards of visual criteria. Which is painfully true. I completely will defend and not support the hate the girls still receive for this. Also I have to point out the fact Yoona isn't really fit for being the visual position, and I know that sounds so mean, but I personally think they should have put Yuji or Chaeryoung in place for the visual position. Honestly, I feel like Yuji can fit the visual position perfectly, but I would also feel like she would snatch all the positions in ITZY and would revive hate for that as well. ITZY are one of the most cool and badass looking idols out there and deserve so much love as they should. TXT is a perfect all-rounder group with 5 visuals and all can rap as well, like what the heck. Some of y'all are still sleeping on them. Wake up. Girl, this is 100% true, but I have to say TXT has grown a lot during the debut years and they have always released amazing bops, and it's sad how some of their tracks are so underrated and it deserves so much recognition and love. Like, when are y'all gonna wake up and stan these boys and appreciate their masterpiece tracks? Honestly, I appreciate Big Hit not giving these boys official positions because oh my god, these kids can do anything from being gorgeous visuals to singing like angels and rapping. It's amazing to see a group where all can sing, rap and dance flawlessly. This group needs to be supported more because they deserve the whole world. Period. Blackpink have fair line distributions in most of their songs. I have to agree 100%. Even though a few of their songs doesn't have the fairest line distribution, most of their songs are doing great with proper and fair line distributions. Since Blackpink has only 4 members, it's really not that hard to distribute lines among 4 members, but I have still seen Rosé getting the least lines despite her being the main vocalist. It kinda sucks even though I don't stan Blackpink. We have to still admit that Blackpink is one of those groups with fair and satisfying line distributions in most of their songs. Home by BTS seems underrated. Hell yes. Why isn't nobody talking about how catchy and super underrated this song is? I think this track is one of the best tracks of BTS and an amazing B-side everyone needs to appreciate. Go stream Home, y'all. The way JYP is transitioning twice into a different concept is smart. I can't agree more. I can't believe the unbelievable growth in Twice from cutesy concepts to much mature woman concepts, and it's really refreshing to see the changes from them being in K-pop for 6 years. I feel so freaking proud of them for growing into such a powerful and beautiful group through all these years. Yes, it's quite smart of how JYP transitioned Twice concepts from cute and cheerful concepts to hot girl concepts more like these days. You can literally compare any of those 2 songs, like for example Likey to I Can't Stop Me, and you can see the growth and difference between these 2 eras. Man, I miss Likey era, but at the same time I love the I Can't Stop Me era so much too. I am sure at some point of time they will get closer to dark or more mature concepts, and this will just prove how Twice are capable of nailing any concepts for a girl group. Produce 101/48 groups deserve to be permanent. Oh my god, please. This is something that shouldn't even be considered an opinion, but something that should be done as a must. Imagine training for years and debuting after passing the K-pop survival show just to disband in a year or 2. This is such an unfair case to the most extremity. I hate this so much. I honestly don't understand why they have to make it so complicated. 101 was such an iconic group with one of the most successful debuts in K-pop history, only to disband in 2 years and breaking their fans' hearts. It's truly an awful case. You can't just expect a group to disband and all the members to have successful solo careers or join other bands and be so successful. That's absurd. I feel like disbanding can be only eligible if the group or the music isn't doing too well for a year or so. Like IOI, well, to be honest, the group was quite large. Like 101, I mean, obviously the groups are large from these reality survival shows because they are 101 trainees, lol. You gotta choose at least top 20. But IOI didn't do well going in 2 years in their career, and that's one of their reasons they disbanded. But successful groups like 101 and IZ*ONE should stay permanent, and that's on period. Shipping is fine in K-pop as long as you don't fetish it or oversexualize it. I don't care if some of y'all are gonna comment against this opinion, but I am 100% sticking with this opinion and I agree. I agree that shipping is fine as long as you don't sexualize the idols in any way. I myself watch fan-made shipping videos and I don't see anything wrong with it. Sure, it can be fan service, but not all idols are completely uncomfortable with fan service. From what I have seen, I think most of the idols are comfortable with skinships with their members of a certain K-pop group. I personally ship members too, but I can't expect every single K-pop stan to support shipping or be comfortable with fan service their favorite idols show or express. Yes, fan-made videos might make some idols uncomfortable or not okay with it, but if they express that situation about it, we should respect it and take that certain video down or not support that ship anymore. But if they are fine with it, why shouldn't we? Another note to this is which almost all K-pop stans do, and it's completely not right, which is quote-unquote, assuming idols' sexuality. I don't know how y'all think that's a right or good thing to do. I mean, yeah, we all see them acting gay or completely unbothered with skinship or flirting with members, but that doesn't mean that are straight. They could be any sexuality. Another stupid thing y'all immature stans think is assuming all idols are straight, like you could marry them and have their kids or something, which is completely ridiculous and disgusting. I mean, I call my bias my boyfriend, but I know I can't marry them, like there's a difference, lol. Come on, like they are humans. They are allowed to be straight or homosexual if they want to. It's their damn lives. Loona is one of the most synchronized groups I have ever seen in K-pop. Like, can you be any more accurate? Out of many girl groups in K-pop, Loona has to be the most synchronized group in my opinion. I think they should be awarded with the most synchronized group, like they literally deserve it. I don't know how it is done, but it just looks so satisfying when they just move in sync together. This opinion definitely underrated, because I don't see many people appreciating Loona for their amazing discographies and how amazing it is to see how they are always in sync when they dance. I mean, all K-pop groups move in sync so well, but Loona in particular just stood out to me more than other girl or just K-pop groups in general. CLC should not be more underrated than G-idol. Honestly stating, I think they should be equally popular. I don't like the fact CLC debuted way behind G-idol and still remain a underrated group, with earning their first win after 4 years of debut, where G-idol gained their first win within the same year of their debut with their debut song. I am not bashing G-idol, or I am not stating they shouldn't be more popular than G-idol, but it's just kinda devastating how poorly underrated CLC are compared to G-idol, and they deserve the same recognition and appreciation as much as G-idol. Both are groups unbelievably talented, but it's sad that CLC only started gaining recognition this year because of hot bops like Helicopter and other songs. Y'all need to appreciate true talent, and I promise you won't be missing out on it.